And now, okay. Man. So I guess to that, as I say that to witness, obviously I left where I was. So let's talk about that. Wherever you are,
I'm afraid of being kidnapped.
whomever you are,
Terrible happens to him, that's out of his control.
whatever is going on around you,
I'm fearful of my husband.
and with all the thoughts going on in your head, you too can find the peace that comes from stillness. You simply need to sit down and search within. Because that was a big thing for me. I'd made a commitment at the house in silence, in really having this refreshing moment of stillness and clarity and peace. That's not what I was getting. I struggled yesterday with the fact or idea of leaving. And it basically took me all day to come to the understanding of what to do. When I woke up in the morning, like I said, I was ready to leave yesterday morning. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I can't do this, it's too much. But I knew, right, that's just my thought process telling me I couldn't do it. So in the stillness of the day and in those moments, it was clear to me that even though, we want to sit in stillness and just be there, at a certain point, we need to take action. You need to do something to get what you want. It's not going to magically appear. And in that same respect, yesterday, as I was sitting there, I was like, okay, yesterday, I didn't sleep. There was more noise than I could expect. Things were louder, more commotion. It wasn't that peaceful thing that I wanted. I couldn't change that. There's nothing I could do. So I leaned into it and just accepted what was. And while it didn't change the fact of what happened, I didn't sleep more, and nothing actually happened, my perspective and how I processed what was going on was much calmer, much easier. So yesterday, again, through the day, I was sitting there thinking, okay, it's highly likely that I will not sleep tonight because nothing has changed. And since nothing has changed, I would expect the same result. So with that, I was like, okay, am I giving up? Am I not? Am I staying? Am I going? Right, all these thoughts. And at the end of the day, my intention was to spend 36 hours in silence. I didn't speak for 36 hours. I didn't communicate for 36 hours. I still did that. But as the day progressed, I was given signs that, yes, I should leave. Nothing had changed. And if I wanted a different result, i.e. in this case, I wanted to sleep, I was exhausted yesterday. I needed to change something. So I took action and went out and left. And since I couldn't communicate, I couldn't go to a hotel, I couldn't change my house, I couldn't cancel where I was staying, nothing about that changed. And that's why I had to drive home, because I couldn't do anything else, right? It's not like I could call and be like, hey, can I get in the room, walk down the street? If you can't communicate with people and you're only witnessing what is going on, you still have action you can take. But my actions were limited, and that's what I worked with, and I had an amazing night's sleep. I feel great today. Hopefully you can see my energy coming through, because man, probably was one of the best decisions I made was to come home. In the stillness is where the possibility resides for you to create the things you want, or the life you want, but you have to take action. And this was a great example of me taking action. And I could have said, oh, well, I already paid for this night, I should stay. Or I can't get a hotel. I can't do this. I can't do that. What if this happened? But at the end of the day, that all was what it was, or is what it is. It's just, there's nothing I could change about that. But I definitely wanted a different result. And to get that result, I worked with what I had, changed it to get me the result I wanted. And again, today, feeling great. Super excited to be talking. It is a struggle not to speak when things aren't going exactly as you expected. Going into it, one of my friends asked me, she's like, hey, what is your expectation or your intention of going into silence? Again, I try not to have that many expectations, because expectations can run you afoul, because you never know what's actually going to occur, right? It was just to be, to accept, to witness, and really just sink into that stillness that I was hoping to get. And again, at this great place, super quiet, it was gonna be awesome. Obviously, my expectation was not what I received, but it's interesting that in the stillness that I did have the ability to just be. I did just witness what was occurring. I did have profound breakthroughs. I feel refreshed, probably because I slept. I feel much better than I did before I went into silence. And while the experience felt like multiple days, and again, it was tough, right now I feel really good about it. And I hope that sharing these insights with you, and I know this is just me speaking, it's not rehearsed, it's just me talking. I hope that it helps you understand that there is stillness. You can find it at home, you can find it somewhere else, but there's always gonna be noise. Being able to keep that noise out of your space, make decisions in your space, in your stillness, that are the best for you, and then taking action to actually make sure or put yourself in the best possible light to have the desired result, right? We can't control everything. We can't control nature, but we can do our best to set an intention and go in that direction. So I think that's all I got for right now. Just find your stillness, take your time. You don't need to meditate for 3 or 4 hours a day or spend 36 hours in silence. Just start with what you can do and start building. Just like I said, that daily practice, that's gonna be your key to get there. And if you found this useful, please hit the subscribe button. I think I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee